What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Flan Fan Show here. My name is Mr. Hollywood. I'm going to be bringing you guys the live stream here tonight of the GCHL. It's the final week. It's Tuesday night here, and we'll see what streams we get here for Tuesday night. And as far as seating-wise, as far as the standings here, I mean, you talk about parity in this league. It doesn't come any closer than this. Right now, let's take a look here at the lineups on here, what we have, the standings as far as, and also what schedules on here for tonight as far as game-wise. First of all, looking at the standings here, we got the Seals right now ranked number 1, 68 points, 33 wins, 13 losses, 2 overtime losses. Right below them, the Whalers with 61 points, 30, 17, and 1. Then we have the Ducks at the third spot. 29, 17, and 2, 60 points. Rockies right below them at 59 points, 28, 17, and 3. Toronto Battalion with 58. Below them, Atlanta Thrashers and St. Louis Eagles as well, both with 54 points. Similar record as well, 25, 19, and 4. And then at the 8th spot, the Philadelphia Quakers, 17, 27, and 4. 38 points. And then Minnesota North Stars at 9th with 31 points. And the Quebec Bulldogs at the 10th spot with 21 points. Now looking at the some of the point leaders here. You got Stutzel there leading the points, 121 points. Ahead of the gang by a lot here. The guy below him is 19 points behind. That's Violent Fury. He also leads the goal category, most goals, 71 goals. Violent Fury, once again, as well below him, 68 points. McTricky and Koba Ape there, leading the assists. As far as goaltender-wise, you got Samson leading most of the categories there, 84.8 save percentage. Cuzzy with the lowest goals against average. And looking at the schedule here tonight, so to start the night off, 8:15, we got Whalers against the Mighty Ducks. We also have Battalion against the Eagles, Bulldogs against North Stars, Quakers going up against the number 1 Golden Seals, and Rockies against Thrashers. I'm grabbing the streams right now to see what we have. Looks like I believe I may have 2 streams. I may have the Whalers and Ducks game as well as the Quakers and Golden Seals. So I'm gonna pull that up right now, and then if anybody else is streaming, I could get all 4 if need be, if we have the streams available. Let me just pull up the dual screen. As you can see on the screen, that's what the show is about. We get the live multi-stream action here of all the games, and I'll be announcing. I'll be doing the play-by-play, give you guys the goals, scores, the saves, and all that, all throughout the night here. And on top of that, also I want to mention here tonight, I am also in the general audio channel of the Discord. So anybody that wants to hop in here, do a dual commentary with me tonight, are more than welcome to come. Or if you want to just give a shout out or talk any before the game, pre-game talk, or post-game, during the game, I'll be here all night. That's available. And on top of that, I'll also possibly tossing out some prediction wagers here throughout the night. Once we get, guys here in the chat, once we have a group in here, we'll also do some prediction polls. Looks like the Quakers and Seals about to kick off. We got starting lineups there for both teams all readied up. Quakers, we got Skunks, Viz, Leafs Nation, Pager, and in that, over there, Clamps. On the other side, you got Ferris Lund, Oakland Dad, Wet Roadie. At the right wing spot, then we got Elegant Mullet, Big Poopy, and Ben Bishop in net for the Seals. So these are the 2 I got here. Scheduled for 4 series here. If anybody's streaming any of the other 2, let me know. I'll definitely pull them up, either post it here in the chat or on the Discord. And once again, I'm going to be here all night, so as far as, later games as well, I'll get those pulled up. Okay, some of my streamers are not in tonight. Let me see what we got here. All right. So the game's about to kick off here. Seals, Quakers. And it looks like the other series there, we got the Whalers series about to start as well for this double feature here to start the night off. Once again, it's a live multi-stream of the GCHL. We got games here 8:15, 9 o'clock, as well as the 9:45 games. So here we go. Opening face-off. About to start here. Quakers against the #1 Seals. And what's interesting about this matchup, you got the #1 against #8. And if the seedings end up the way they are right now, this might be an early preview of round #1 between these two teams. Because they are scheduled to play. You know, it's the lowest seed against the highest seed. And right now, Quakers hold that 8th spot in the playoffs. But also, I was given some insight here about this game. The Quakers are going with a different lineup here tonight. A lineup we have not seen here all season. Some may consider it a suicide line. We'll see. Against the #1 Golden Seals here. Quakers about to kick off as well on the left side of your screen there. It's the opening face-off. You got the Mighty Ducks against the Whalers. This one should be good. Last week, both of these teams played some good hockey. I did call some of their games last week. You know, two teams that are on top of these standings there, in the middle of the pack, towards the top. Two playoff contending teams here to start off. Seals and Quakers were now still scoreless at a deadlock here, 0-0. Coming up to the 5-minute mark of the first period. It looks like we got our first penalty of the night. And it's going to be against the Quakers. So the Ducks will start off. 2-minute power play here to start the game off. Not even 2 minutes into this game. So the main advantage. There's a shot on net. Save. Puck still in the zone. Ducks have it. Looking for a pass across. Not there. Puck still loose. Still in the zone. There's a pass across. And he buries it. And the Ducks will take the early 1-0 lead here off the power play. So costly penalty taken there by the Quakers. And the Ducks able to capitalize here at the 17:30 mark of the first period. So 1-0 right now for the Ducks. We're still at a deadlock there between the #1 and #8. The Quakers against the Seals. As we have a save and a cover by Clamps. Going to hold on to it for a face-off. Face-off coming up here in the Quakers zone. 10:46 mark of the first period. You know what? Let me get you guys some game audio on here. Let me pull that up so I don't bore you guys enough here. Some background audio here for the games. And once again, also, I'll be in the audio channel of the Discord. I don't always monitor that, so if you come in, just let me know that you're in here. If anybody wants to help out with any of the commentary, I'll be here. That are pretty familiar with the league or the players here in this league. I'd appreciate it. If you're just tuning in, the Ducks taking a early lead there, 1-0 off a power play. To begin game #1 here at the 8:50 mark. And here comes a breakout. Ooh, almost had it there, but it's intercepted and picked up by the Whalers. So the Ducks looking for that deep pass there. Was 1-on-1 with the defender, but decided to pass it. But well read by the Whalers. As the Ducks dump it into the offensive zone here. There's a shot on that. Rebound, and it goes in. The Whalers unable to pick up that loose puck. And just like that, the Ducks will take a 2-0 lead here over the Whalers. And once again, nasty time with the goal for the Ducks. That's his second to goal. That's a.k.a. Jason with the goal. And he's got already 2 here in the first period for the Ducks. Looking for that early hat trick at the 8:40 mark here in the first period. So it's just a routine shot on net there, easily saved by the goaltender. But the puck, like I said, it just stayed in that zone. Nobody able to pick up the loose puck. The Ducks do, and they capitalize it. And not only that, on top of that, we got another penalty against the Whalers. It's a tripping call. So the Ducks can really expand this lead here. They're already up 2. And now go on a power play chance. They already capitalized on their first. They're 1-for-1 on the power play here tonight. And we got our opening goal on the other game. That breaks the deadlock. And it's the Seals. That's Oakland Dad with the goal. Looks like Ferris Lund with the assist at the 3:11 mark of the first period. So late in the first, the Seals take the 1-0 lead over the Quakers. Oh, there's a turnover in the zone, but a well save and the rebound. Clamps on top of it. Puck still in the zone. And finally, getting the puck out of the zone, coming up to the 1-minute mark of the first period. So a couple keep saves there, Clamps, holding it down. Final seconds. Breakaway chance. And we got a goal at 1.4 left in the first period. What a goal. And we're all tied up once again. Matthews with the goal. Viz with the assist on that. Let him with that pass. And we got a tie game. 1-1 at the end of one. Between the Quakers and the Seals. We got a game here, fellas. Still 2-0 over there on the Ducks and Whalers. Whalers able to kill off that PK. Back even now. 5-on-5 hockey. With 3 minutes remaining in the first. And once again, my name is Mr. Hollywood. I'll be bringing you guys the live multi-stream action here tonight of the GCHL. We got a lot of games lined up here for tonight. A lot of action. If anybody else is streaming, please let me know. Or if you plan on streaming for the later games, we have the 9 o'clock games as well as the 9:45 games here tonight. I'm going to be here all night for all. And I'm also in the Discord of the General Audio channel. Just make sure your mic is working if you do join in on there. If you want to come in the booth here. Do a little bit of commentary with me. You're welcome to do so. Look at that, 9-1 shots on net for the Seals. So, I mean, the Seals dominated that period. Some key huge saves, though, by the Quakers, keeping them in it here.
Quick breakage, short time.
And just that one goal, but it's a tie game, 1-1. Yeah. Over here, Ducks 8-5 shots on net in favor. Well, look at that. Time attack in favor of the Whalers. Not registering much shots here in the first period. Big power play goal by the Ducks to start this one. And then followed up with a goal later on. 2-0 at the end of one for the Ducks. Still plenty of hockey left here. Got 2 periods to go. Period 2 already on the way there between the Quakers and the Seals. And looks like we got a penalty coming up here to start second period. And it's a tripping call against the Seals. So the Quakers will get a power play chance here at the early part of the second period. There's a shot on net. And it's picked up by the Seals. Getting it out of the zone. Ooh, pass in front. Unable to play it though. That was a great opportunity for a shorthanded goal chance. And they're able to clear it down the ice. We got 1 minute remaining here on the 5-on-4 man advantage for the Quakers. Who just, like I said, seconds remaining in that first period, tied this game up. Now looking to try to gain the lead here, to try to take the lead here over the number 1 Golden Seals. I did bring out the standings earlier on here. Show you guys like how close the point wise the stats are there here in the final week of play. You know, generally, a lot of the leagues you'll see, you know, a team or two dominating, but not here. The parity has been great here in the GCHL, and a lot of the standings there are still up for grabs. Nothing has been really locked down yet here. Ooh, got a huge save. Keeping this one tied here. Seals still with the puck, though, in the zone. There's another shot and a save, and he's going to hold on to it for a whistle. We're going to face off here in the Quakers zone at the 13:10 mark of the second period. Ducks and Whalers also begin period number 2 there. Ducks still leading 2-0 so far here over the Whalers. We have not been able to get on the board yet. Once again, it's multi-stream action here of the Global Chell Hockey League here, 6v6 hockey. And it's the final week of the regular season tonight. And then Thursday night we'll finish the regular season, where we will determine all the standings and ranks as far as playoff-wise. And right now on your screen, this may be a possibility round 1 matchup. That's the Philadelphia Quakers against the Seals. And, you know, we're seeing number 1 against number 8 here tonight. And but as far as score-wise, definitely looks a lot closer than the ranks do. There's a shot on net, put away. And the Quakers able to grab it and get it out of the zone. Let me check. I'm going to take a look here on the Discord and the Twitch, see if there's any other stream that came up. Maybe I may have missed it. I don't believe so. Not that I see on the Discord, but in case I'm missing any, let me know. I'll definitely be looking again once these games are over before the 9 o'clock games. I'll be taking a look there for the next 4 matchups scheduled. And power play chance now for the Seals. So they'll go on advantage. There's a great pass across. Not much the goaltender could have done there. Just a great design play. And we have a power play goal for the Seals. We'll go right back on top, 2-1. That's Ferris Lund with the goal. Wet Rody with the assist. Oakland Dat with the secondary assist. Whalers are able to get on the board. They're going to cut this deficit down to 1. We got a 2-1 game now. That's Trocity with the goal for the Whalers. So both tight games here. We got 2-1 games here on both sides. 1-goal games. Ooh, another pass there, looking for the shot. Almost a similar play that we saw moments ago. But that time, the Quakers able to read that play and then prevent the pass from happening. We got a delayed penalty coming up here, and this one's against the Ducks. So the Whalers, just moments ago, have cut the deficit down to 1. Have a chance now on the man advantage to try to tie this game up. There's a shot on that. Save. And we'll get a face-off. So the Whalers playing much better here in period number 2 against the Ducks. We got 1:25 remaining in the second period. And once again, my name is Mr. Hollywood, bringing you the live action here of the GCHL. I'm here all night for this final week of the GCHL. And, you know, depending on the outcomes here, the response here, we get enough streams. I'll try to be here for the playoffs as well, which begin next week. And what a save just moments ago. I mean, talk about a goaltender keeping his team in it. That's the Quakers with 13.7 seconds remaining in the period. And Clamps has been solid here tonight for the Quakers. Got offsides call with 4.2 seconds remaining in the second period. And at the end of the 2, it's 2-1, Mighty Ducks. I'm sorry, the Ducks of Anaheim Look at that. Shots in favor of the Whalers as well as time and attack. They almost have double the amount of the Ducks. But trail it here 2-1. Big third period coming up for both teams. And right there on your screen, that's Ferris Lund with the goal that gave the Seals the lead. Yeah, right now, that's the leading goal. As they head to the dressing room as well, heading into period number 3. So we got two third periods coming up here. Big third periods for both teams. Whalers still on the power play here. Final seconds to start period number 3. And the Ducks able to clear that out. So the PK killed off. And we're back even 5-on-5 hockey here in the third, where the Whalers trail by 1 against the Ducks. I just want to thank everybody here tuning in here tonight for this broadcast, for the stream here, live action of the GCHL. You know what? I think it's a time here. Let me put a prediction poll up on the screen. Now, the way these work, you gain points by just watching the stream on here. You also gain points by hitting the follow button on the Twitch here. And I do periodically also throw up wagers, throw up predictions. So I'm going to put one on here. Let's just do a straight up prediction here. I'm going to put, will the Whalers tie the game? Not win. Will they tie up the game at any point here? They're down 2-1. I'm going to put it up for a minute. Prediction is up on there. Will the Whalers tie this game up here? They're down 2-1. All right. In the chat there, mentioned by Herbs Gaming, looks like we have a lag out for the Whalers. Huh, okay. Now, I don't know the official rules on that, if there's a restart needed or not, but looks like there is a lag out. It looks like the Whalers tied this game up. Right off the face-off. And just like that, we're all tied up. It's a power play goal, so penalty taken. And the Whalers are able to capitalize on that. That was McTricky with the goal. And it's a tie game. So if anybody wagered on their prediction for... that they will tie it, they do, and that did not take long at all. So you know what? I'm gonna toss something up on there right now. I'll do a who's gonna win the game. We'll do a prediction, just a pick 'em. Game 1 here. And it looks like we got another goal there. It's the Seals, who now extend the lead to 2. That's Oakland Dad with his second goal. With Rhodey with the assist. And Ferris Lund with the secondary assist. 3-1 here to begin period number 3. Right now, the wager up on the board, I put on there who wins the game here between the Ducks and the Whalers. You can pick a side there and put the number of points you want to wager. As the Whalers take the lead here with that goal. So... right now, that's MJP with the goal. McTricky with the assist. 4-on-4 hockey right now there. So just like that, period number 3 here. The Whalers off to a good start here in this period. They trailed this game. Remember, they were down 2-0 here at one point. Have now rallied back. And not only tied it, but have taken the lead here 3-2. With 12:10 remaining here in the third period. It's like we got a penalty coming up. It's against the Seals. Seals right now still lead it here, 3-1. Just under 10 minutes remaining in the third period. Oh, got a save. And we'll get a face-off here. So a big power play opportunity here for the Quakers. To try to gain that goal here. To make this a one-goal game. They weren't able to capitalize on their first power play in this game. Let's see how they do here on the man advantage. Running out of time here. They need to score rather quickly here. So we have an offsides call at the 8:37 mark here of the third period. So two great tie games here to start the night off here of this GCHL action. You gotta love it here. Get some good hockey, some great action here. Ooh, breakaway chance. Clamps shuts it down though. There's the rebound. Got 30 seconds now remaining on the man advantage. But even with the man advantage here, the Seals still somehow able to get a breakaway chance. And that's what happens. I mean, you're down 2 goals, so yes, you do start to press up a bit more. Plus, you got the power play chance. And sometimes you get called for it. They did there, but the goalie was able to bail him out. Looks like we got more penalties here against the Ducks. So another power play chance for the Whalers, who already up by 1 here. 3-2. Have a chance here to try to extend their lead with 5:09 remaining in the third. So time winding down there for the Ducks. And remember, Ducks led this one at one point, 2-0. And look at that, shots in favor, 21-10 for the Whalers in this game. And they have controlled most of the time attack as well. And lead it right now. Got 30 seconds remaining for the man advantage here, power play. Breaking into the offensive zone. There's a shot from the D. Rebound. Another save. Puck still in the zone. And they do capitalize. It wasn't on the power play. Did expire, but does not matter. The Whalers still able to score. Ducks unable to get that loose puck. And time after time. And then finally, Whalers able to bury it. And look at that. 3 goals here in the third period. 2 of them right there by McTricky. He had 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points here. Huge third period for that guy. As we're down to the final seconds here for the Seals and Quakers. Quakers still down 2, 3-1. And Ferris Lund got that second goal, and Oakland Dad pretty much iced this game up with his second goal, making a 3-1 game. And that's how we finished. So, game 1 here to start off, 8:15 mark. The number 1 Steels remain on top. Okay, so CPU goals do not count. Okay, I did not know that. Okay. But yes, McTricky did score. Okay, that's good to know. I'll keep that note on there. Final seconds here for the Ducks. Trailing this one. Yeah, I said Quakers playing real good here, especially here in the third period. Controlling most of this time attack. Shots also in favor of the Quakers. And here they go again. There's a pass across. And the bury. And that's pretty much going to put the nail in the coffin here in this one. And that man right there has a tremendous season here. And tonight, getting the goal here. That's Heisman Award with the goal. McTricky with the assist. Martinez with the secondary assist there. And the Quakers, who have rallied back here in this game, have scored 4 goals in the third period to take a 5-2 lead. Only 18 seconds remaining here in the third period. Once again, you're watching here, this is the GCHL action here. 6v6 hockey of the regular season. It's the final week. Tuesday and then Thursday night, season will come to an end. And there's a lot of ranks there, a lot of standings to be decided. And we're seeing some big matchups here tonight. So that's going to do it. So the Ducks and the Whalers comes to an end. in a game where the Whalers came back down 2-0 early on in this game, scoring 5 unanswered goals. And MJP with the game winner here in the third period. But it really was McTricky, though. He had multiple goals, multiple assists. I believe he finished with like 4 points in this game. So we'll take a look here at the final tally of this game. And once again, I'm here all night. It's early, 8:46 right now. So I'll be waiting for any other streams to come up for the 9 o'clock games. And I also have the booth open. Anybody wants to join me here? Before any games, after any games, post games, during games, you're welcome to do so as well.
So type that in, get Joe in there.
And I'm seeing here, it looks like I think Quakers are gonna still provide the stream for their next game, which is great. So we'll have that. I'll see here if I believe Heisman might be in all 3 games here tonight. If that's the case, we should have a stream there as well. Any of the other games, other matchups that do have a stream, please let me know. They posted there in the Discord over here on the chat, or send me a DM. You go PM me, that's fine. I don't mind it. And I'll get the other games here as well. I know 2 of my guys that generally stream regulars are not in the games here tonight. Look at that, shots on net. Was it like 26-11, I believe?
Yeah, to what?
It's in the game chest.
All right, I'm going to pull up the schedule. So basically at 9 o'clock, looks like we got Whalers against Eagles. The Ducks will be playing the North Stars. Golden Seals go up against the Battalion. Toronto Battalion. Bulldogs and Thrashers is a forfeit. And then we got the Rockies and Quakers. Okay. Wow, Quakers, tough schedule here tonight. Had the #1 Seals just moments ago. And now have to play the Colorado Rockies. So back-to-back games there. And they brought a different line here I saw tonight. And for the most part, most of that game, they hanged in there with these Seals. You know, and it's a possible preview of round number 1. Let's go Thrashers. I believe I got... well, unfortunately, they got the forfeit at the 9. Thrashers have been streaming a lot here for me, so I'm hoping to get... I know they do play at the 9:45 slot against the Golden Seals. So I had them last week against the Seals. That was a great matchup there. They play that at 9:45. 9:45 also we have Rockies against North Stars, Quakers against Eagles, and Whalers against Battalion for that. And once again, if you're just tuning in, my name is Mr. Hollywood here. I'll be bringing you guys the live multi-stream action here of the Global Gel Hockey League. Here's the regular season, the final week here. We're going to determine all the standings, all the ranks, where each team will finish here in the season and who will match up against who in the playoffs. Remember, so the #1 seed against the lowest seed, #2 against 7, and so forth on here. I'm going to pull up, you know what, let me take a look here once again on the standings. So, you know, with that win, the Seals will improve 70 points for that win. Same thing with the Whalers, and that was a huge win there for the Whalers against the Ducks, because had the Ducks won, they would have switched spots there. I mean, that's how close these standings are, but 2 points gained by the Whalers in that win, so that'll put them to 63 points. Quakers still remain there with 38 points at the 8 after that loss, and same thing with Anaheim, remain at 60. If anybody got any scores of the other games, let me know. I'll give them a shout out here. And if anybody has streams for any of the other games, let me know on that as well. And let me pull up the dressing room so you can see some of the lineups here for the teams. Okay, Quakers went from the bottom, #10 to #8. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. And they have been playing some pretty decent hockey. I'll give them that. You know, they've been decent hockey. Just last Sunday night, this past Sunday, Big win against Toronto, against Toronto Battalion. I believe it was a 5-1 final. I did call that one. I did the play-by-play for that game. If you want to check it out, it's in the past recordings. We didn't have much streams that night, but I did do that particular one. It's in the archives, and we'll see. And like I said, it's a very good possibility we'll see the Quakers against the Seals if the standings remain the way they are right now. And the Quakers look pretty good. But I do see that they're missing a couple key players here tonight as well. So despite that, played the number 1 team pretty good. So shout out to Silent Droid in the chat there, mentioning about the trade earlier in the season. We came off there. I know a couple guys did get traded. One of the guys I see in the lineup here as well, Viz, has been traded to this team here as well. And Clamps was phenomenal in that game. That score could have easily been much greater. Could have easily been like 4 or 5 goals there for the Seals, but came out with some key saves. We'll see what happens here for the 9 o'clock games. I said it's 8:51 on here. If anybody else is streaming, let me just pull up. I'll show you guys we got the points leaders, goals leaders so far here, and this is updated as of today. Assist leaders there, we'll have all that. We'll have all this updated, after tonight as well. But so far, we definitely have Whalers against Eagles for the 9 o'clock, and we're definitely going to get the Quakers against the Rockies. I'm sorry. I apologize. Colorado Rockies. And so the ones I'm looking for, I need, if there's any stream on the Mighty Ducks, North Stars, or if anybody has a stream on the Golden Seals and Battalion. If there is, please let me know. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about on here. Because basically I could pull up the triple stream on here, and I also have the quadruple stream, which will be the 4-screener if we have the stream. So I'm able to do that, and like I said, if the streams are provided, we have the capability here to do that here on the show. So, and once again, without you guys, like I said, there would not be a show. So it's all about the community, all about people able to stream, bring the action here to me. And if you do, like I said, I'll definitely get this loaded up here, and I'll get the games going. Looks like right now, it's only the duo that I have, and I also need to update the scoreboard and leaderboards. It has been updated. I totally forgot about that, but we'll get that fixed. We'll get that going here, especially for the playoffs. Yeah, if there's a stream, let me know. Either right here on the chat on the Twitch or on the Discord. Send me a DM or anything. I will take a look. Like I said, I do have most of the guys' streams on my Twitch. I'm going to take a look right now as we wait for the start of the 9 p.m. games here tonight. Let me just give the Twitch a look here for one last time before these start up on here. I don't see anything else popping up for the stream. Okay, looks like I will have the Seal stream. Awesome, let me get that one up. Thank you.
Wait, are we playing the Eagles first or Colorado?
We're playing Colorado. We're playing the Eagles in Game 3.
And I was told, looks like Mr. Shasta will be providing the stream there for the Seals. So I'm going to get that here. Awesome. So we'll have the Seals once again. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the stream. So we'll get a triple feature here for 9 o'clock. Awesome, awesome. We got 3 out of the 4. And once again, I'm also in the, if anybody's interested, I'm also in the audio channel of the Discord. In the general chat there, you'll see it's right below the pets of GCL. You can't miss it. If anybody wants to hop in here, you could. But you know what? I do have the seal, so let me get that triple streamer. There we go. Awesome. And that's going to be a great matchup right there.
I got pretty like high in here, so that's gonna affect it. So
Yeah.
but I should be good. I was also host last game too, so normally I don't like I'll get the odd nice delay, but it won't be like continuous delay.
So who do we got here? Who came in, man? Silent Droid. Silent Droid, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
Silent Droid 28, my guy.
Nice, nice. How you doing? How you doing, man?
We're gonna mute the stream so there's no like weird echo. Yeah.
All right, all right. You getting an echo on there? You mean on my end?
I mean, this is definitely gonna help me out, especially me wanting to like post 3 stars of the night every night. So this is definitely helpful.
Oh, nice, nice. I'm glad to provide that, man. I mean, you know, like I said, I could put. I mean, as long as we have the streams, I could do all games that are being streamed. Right now, we're getting the triple feature. So, what do you think? What do you think so far here of the live stream for the GCHL? You like the concept or what?
Hollywood, your mic is not inputting into Discord.
Okay, now it should be good, man. Is it good now? No?
Like it shows the green thing, but I just cannot hear you. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on, talk.
Now you didn't hear me at all throughout the whole time.
There we go.
No, it should be good.
No, apparently I had Discord muted. I had the site muted, so
oh man,
that's my bad.
You got me worried, man. I thought it was a complete failure tonight. I'm like, wait a second, these guys didn't hear me the whole time. I was like, oh man. No, that's good. That's good. That's good. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, I figured doing through the Discord probably the easiest way. You know, nobody has to install any type of app or anything. All you got to do is hop in there, make sure your mic's working. But I was asking before, what do you think about the live multi-stream here, man, for the league?
Oh, it definitely helps me out a lot, especially since next season I'm planning on like continuing being ESN and posting 3 stars designs and stuff.
Awesome.
And being able to like see the stats live is definitely a plus.
Yeah, no,
I can always like, write this down.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now you know what's good. I mean, because usually, I mean, you know, you'll hear about it or in a party or you know, or somebody will message you on there. But with this, you're actually able to see it as it happens. You know, live on here, and I think it's great. I think it's great. And like I said, I'm fixing to do this for the playoffs. I think it's a perfect time here for me coming in here and in the playoffs, if we have the streams, I'll be able to provide every round, each game that's happening, you know, at the same time. So, and you know, and I think it'd be great, especially guys that do the media shows. You know, they have that other show on Saturday nights. You know, help them out as well. Because you don't just go by, you know, the stats, just by the standings there, the leaderboards. You're actually able to see it. You know, you able to see the guys score. And I know a lot of guys love to hear their name too on the show, you know, get their names out there and stuff. So awesome. I'm still trying to get familiar with everybody, you know. It's a lot of guys, a lot of teams here this season, you know. But you know, playoffs will help me out. It's gonna go down to 8 teams, so that's a good thing. But we got an early goal here, early lead here against the Seals. So 1-0. Here, 10:39 mark of the first period, and that should be a great.
Are the team they're facing having to use a different club?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. You know what? I've
That
noticed that
sucks.
it makes my play call here hard too, because then I'm looking, I'm like, where the hell's these guys? Where the hell's his names? But then I see Hectic Mario on there, and I'm like, all right, there you go. But no, they do. They go with that throws me off, man. um, but it's all good. It's all good. Hey, listen, I appreciate at least we have the stream. The stream is being provided on there.
Yeah.
That's by Mr. Shasta, so I appreciate that on here for this
Mhm.
triple action. Anybody in the chat there? If you guys have any questions or comments here, make sure you post them. Or if you have any questions here, we've got a special guest here on the show. First guest, Silent Droid, here with me tonight. And it's good. So, how long have you been in the league here?
I think this is actually my first GCHL season because I
Okay.
was in G3, but then that folded and I never got back into GC or the G3, GC, any of them.
Yeah, I mean, I knew the league like a long time. I don't know what the hell was it called. It was like All Star or ASHL or something like that back in the day. And then I didn't know. And then somebody messaged me like, yeah, they're still around. I was like, oh wow, okay, and it looks good. I mean, listen, for a summer season to have 10 teams, they did a great job for his recruitment and stuff. So what, you know a lot of guys here in this league or what?
Actually, yeah, from VCHL, I know Mint a bit. I know Huncho and Nikki very well, especially because I think I've hung out with them the most compared to anyone else in this league. I know JT because I literally work with the guy in VCHL,
Oh,
so
nice.
I do know a few guys.
Nice, awesome, awesome. All right, cool. It's awesome.
This is not the only league I'm a reporter in. I'm a part of the media team in VCHL, so it's always fun doing that.
Oh, good. All right, so you're used to a lot of the stuff.
It
That's cool.
says North Star versus Ducks has a stream.
The North Stars. Oh, they do. Okay, that's actually the only one that I'm missing. Uh, okay, that's Habs fan. I got him. Let me try to load him up. I just hate bringing
Sort of a sim league too, so I'm used to seeing stuff like this.
I just hate bringing the streams like later on, but it's so good. I get it. I apologize if there's any hiccup right now. Yeah, it looks like Habs fan 6 is going to be bringing that. So I should be getting that loaded here momentarily. Give me a second. Whalers still waiting to start their game. Quakers and Rockies have kicked off. And if you're just tuning in over here on the bottom, got the Toronto Battalion and the Seals, where Toronto leads it 1-0. Yeah, it looks like the other one just started, so we really we haven't missed anything. So I'm gonna get that on here. And what a way to start the night off. Getting the quad. Yeah, he is string. All right, awesome. But you know what? I didn't even have the quad ready. What a fail. What a fail on my part. Yeah, it's the North Stars and the Ducks. I do have it. So now you guys are going to be able to witness how it really goes down and looks on the quad. Quad stream happening here for the GCHL action. That's the North Stars. Ducks on the bottom right. We got the Rockies against the Quakers. Let me just fix this one up on the score. It's actually 2-0. Wow. So 2-0 Toronto Battalion. And what about this Battalion team, man? Making some noise here.
The Battalion team is definitely stacked.
I mean, they've had some
They've been
impressive
really
wins.
good throughout all season, like definitely. The Eagles Whalers game is starting.
Yeah, and we do have that one. That one should be a good matchup. Eagles have pulled some upsets too, but the Whalers big win against the Ducks just moments ago too as well. So we'll see what happens on this quad stream here for the GCHL. Once again, my name is Mr. Hollywood here, being joined by Droid here in the booth, bringing the multi-stream action. And this is great. This is great. This is what I want to see. I want to see all the action at once on here, and you're only going to get it right here in the GCHL. And I hope these guys stay on. I don't know if all of them stay on there for the 9:45 games, but we'll see.
You don't really know because there's always constant lineup switches in this league, so it's very unpredictable.
I mean, I try to get myself familiar before the games, like with the lineups, but then I see like all these changes. I'm like, oh man, So forget about writing it down or anything, But listen, I'll get it down. I'll get the player names and stuff. I know most of the guys. Familiar that they've played in other multiple leagues as well. So when I see one person, I'm like, oh,
He's making 2-0.
Now it's a 2-0 for the Rockies. And a lot of people are saying that the Rockies should be the number one team here this season. As far as standing wise, they're not. It's the Seals, but the Rockies. You talked moments ago about how Toronto is stacked up. This Rockies team, I think, is stacked as well. I mean, you got the goal leader there. Who's ahead of everybody, Stutzel. But then you also have other big impact players on that team. Koba Ape being one of them. Solid goaltender Matters as well.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of goals happening here. Looks like we got the North Stars getting on the board here against the Ducks at the 10:22 mark.
Seals are also on the board.
They have. So they have cut this deficit down to 2-1 game now. And are we going to see the number one Seals go down?
Action from the Whalers-Eagles game.
Right at a deadlock right there, 0-0, 11:35 mark. And the Rockies all over the Quakers. The bleeding continues here as they take a 3-0 lead with that goal.
This is exactly the Quakers team I remember getting scored on like 3 times in the first period, always.
And I was surprised. I mean, last game against the Seals, I mean, like they kept that one close for the most part. But also, like I said, I noticed also the lineup there. They've gone with a completely different lineup here tonight. So sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's not. But sometimes it ends up being like a suicide line, and that's what we're seeing here tonight against the Rockies. As
St. Louis makes it 1-0.
And Caulfield with the goal there for the Eagles, so that puts them up 1-0. 9-minute mark of the first period, and once again, it's multi-stream action here of the GCHL. Shout out to Odd Guy there in the chat. Big fan of the Odd Guy.
I actually run my own sim league, and I do a lot of play-by-playing, but recently I just stopped because I've definitely been hurting my voice a lot. But I might get back into it because it was really fun being able to just scream any scores every time.
Oh well, it definitely helps when you got at least another guy with you. If you have the duo, it definitely helps. You know what I mean? Solo sometimes, especially when there's like a lot of scores happen, especially like this when you have multiple games. You could call this basically like your red zone of the GCHL right now. But yeah, I prefer this though. I prefer seeing multiple games, seeing all that, so everybody able to see what's going on. I could also bring this up to full screen if, let's say, one of the games goes to overtime or anything, or if there's a key part of a game. We could switch the screen up. But yeah, nah, dual commentary definitely does help. And I'll be here. I'll be here through the playoffs. I think playoffs will be great, especially when we get to like the semis and the finals. If I could get a guy to help me out with that, that would be great. Having dual commentary, especially a guy that knows the league, knows the players here. So I'm still trying to get familiar with a lot of the player names and the gamer tags. Sometimes, a lot of these guys change their gamer tags or like the player names, and like throws me off. Or like this, you'll see a team with bad on there, and you're like, what the hell is that? But
Right, right. And the thing I like about VCHL is that I'm always able to keep up with gamer tag changes because they allow the people who are on media team and above to see that. It's very helpful to know who's who now. Then after you see that.
you know what's great here? I'm seeing right now the North Stars were at ninth spot of the rankings and still giving their 100% effort here tonight. Look at it, they're up 1-0 at the end of the first over the Ducks, despite being outshot here 7-3. But the big difference
And Caulfield
maker,
scores his second.
yeah. But the big difference maker in that 0-2 for the Ducks on the power play in that first period. We'll see if that helps. Yeah, he's got his second
They
goal.
definitely need to get on that power play.
Caulfield with his second goal. Buda Baker with the assist on that goal. We'll see if he gets a hat trick here. It's just the first 2.5 minutes to go. So a lot of hockey in that game still remains. Most of the other games here are already in the second period. Final seconds there between Toronto and California, where Toronto leads it 2-1 at the end of 2. Now yours might be a little bit delayed too, like on the stream, unless you have like the actual stream.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Unless I had insane internet, there's no way.
Well, there's another way to do this. If I do it through, I would have to use like a Twitch, was it Twitch Theater or something? But the only problem with that, a lot of times when I run it through there, you'll get like those purple screens on the Twitch, and I don't like that. Like you go and then like the screen turns purple and stuff. Well, this way it doesn't. We're not going to get any type of ads or anything come up. It'll just run through straight out. But I'll bring that out if let's say you get like 6 or like 7 games at once, then yeah, it's much better, easier to do. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
Nothing. I was gonna say 2-0 after the first period for St. Louis.
Yeah.
Against the Whalers. I saw that.
And I mean, that just shows you how, the parity here in this league. I mentioned it early on in this broadcast, where we just saw moments ago Whalers, just, take care of the Ducks. And then here, now they're struggling here against the Eagles. So it's going to be an interesting playoff. I'll tell you that. Very interesting playoffs. Look at that. Only 2 shots on net for the Eagles, but they lead at 2-0. So 100% shooting right now.
And the North Stars Mighty Ducks game is tied now after a Mighty Ducks goal.
So Ducks able to bounce back, 1-1. Rockies still leading 3-0 there in the second period over the Quakers. Right now holding the shutout, 3-0. Let me see. We got a bunch of guys here.
Rockies goaltender is definitely really solid. And there we go. Golden Seals tie it up 2-2.
So the Seals, after being down 2-0 early in this game, and that's Cheller again. Big Poopy with the assist. I don't have the player name on that guy. I believe that's
You got Potvin, and then you got this other guy.
I don't know if that's Steele or somebody. I don't know who Cheller is, but he's got 2 of them for the Seals.
The streamer is Potvin.
Okay.
And it seems like the Whalers have scored. Get 2-1.
So we got some tight games going here. A lot of close games. Got 1 goal difference there. Eagles and Whalers. We got a tie game here, 2-2, just moments ago. And now the Seals actually are gonna take the lead. 3-2.
There we go.
Back-to-back goals.
3-2, and Philadelphia breaks that shutout for the Rockies goaltender.
Oh man! So what a way to start the broadcast here. That's Matthews with the goal for the Quakers to break the shutout. Big Poopy scoring there for the Seals to take the lead, 3-2. Remember, they were down 2-0 at one point in that game. have now taken the lead. So we got a lead change. Still tied over here between the North Stars and the Ducks, 1-1 at the 8:40 mark of the second period. And once again, I want to thank everybody here tuning in to this broadcast here. We didn't. I mean, it wasn't really advertised really well on there. We'll get that going throughout the week here, especially for the playoffs coming up next week. I'm not going to be available on this Thursday, but I will be available all 3 nights next week for the playoffs. How about we?
Sounds good.
Let me see. How about I toss a wager on their prediction? You got anything good? Anything? It could be anything. It could be a win, who wins, who loses, a over under, or it could even be a player prop as far as who scores or how much goals somebody gets. If you think
I think Will Caulfield get a hat trick.
Caulfield get a hattie. We'll see now. We'll put that on the board, and then once that clears, then I can put another wager after that. So.
As the Eagles score again.
It looks like Toronto just tied it up 3-3. That was Mario with the goal. So we're back even, 3-3. Did anybody else pop in here? Or what?
Somebody did. And the North Stars score.
Who got in here, man?
Take Glenski to take the lead over the Mighty Ducks. As that Quakers Rockies game was going to head into the third.
All right, so right now I'm going to put on the board, if anybody wants to put a wager in on there, it's Will Caulfield get complete the hat trick here. They lead right now 3-1 over the Whalers. They're in the second period. So you just pick a side there and you put how much points you want to wager. And the way you gain those points is just by watching the stream. Watching the stream gets you the points, and also hitting the follow button will get you points. Plus other stuff I could run through there. And I'm thinking possibly maybe at the end of the playoffs, maybe I'll put something up. I'll put like a prize or something where we'll have a raffle, and the way to enter it is by purchasing tickets to it, and the way you do it is by using the points. So we'll figure that out at some other time. But right now, will we get the hat trick? A lot of people are thinking yes so far on the wager there. We'll see. There's plenty of time remaining. 7:45 mark as the Eagles looks like scoring again.
Yep. And apparently Toronto scored. Make it 4-3 Toronto.
Yeah, back-to-back goals for Toronto. That was Zucchini.
Daddy D getting his second goal of the night for the Eagles.
And that was Zucchini. I don't have the gamer tag on him, but that was his second. He actually had the two back-to-back goals there to give Toronto the 4-3 lead. Under 7 minutes remaining. And so the North Stars are back on top. Yeah, 2-1 over the Ducks.
Yep.
I believe that one's heading into the third period. So a big third period coming up there for both teams.
Seems like the Rockies will head on a power play, up 3-1 in the third. And the same thing will go for the Golden Seals. Down 3-4 in the waning minutes of the third.
And that did not take long for the Rockies to capitalize on that power play. Power play goal right off the face-off there. Mathers with the goal. 4-1 now, Rockies. 4-1 as well as for
Second
the
goal from
Eagles.
Mathers. And it seems like the Mighty Ducks will go to a power play.
Yeah, but you know what? The Ducks right now 0-2 here in this game. We'll see if the third one here, they're able to capitalize to try to tie this game up. So, I mean, the North Stars are giving them
like
the
another
opportunity.
delayed penalty. This might go to a 5-on-3.
No, they score. Wow.
Oh, they score.
So forget the delayed
Let's
penalty.
tie it up.
But they'll get another penalty, a power play here.
Get another power play.
Wow. So they tied the game up and now have a chance to take the lead here. 2-2. And for the Ducks
They
on that
only
one,
could.
looks like it was Mom's on the player name. I don't have the gamer tag on that as well. I'll get the I'll get more gamer tags, because I didn't have much streams. So after the streams, I'll have a much better listing here of the players and the gamer tags, especially for the player.
And the
players.
Golden Seal score.
So back even, 4-4, 2:09 remaining, and that's Cheller again. That's his third. He completes the hat trick.
The question is, will Caulfield?
That's where the big wager is right now. He's got a whole period to do it. He started off the game with the first 2 goals for the Eagles, but he's been quiet ever since. But not the Eagles. They've been scoring.
And the Mighty Ducks score, taking the lead, 3-2.
So how big were the penalties there taken? Kuzi with the goal.
2 minutes each.
Back-to-back penalties taken and leads to 2 power play goals by the Ducks, which have now given them the lead here 3-2 in the third period.
And that Eagles-Whalers game going into the third, as this Golden Seals battalion game might go to overtime. Who knows?
You see the Eagles Whalers stat? Look at that. 5 shots only on net for the Eagles. 4 goals.
12 shots for the Whalers, but only 1
They're getting
goal.
outshot, out time on attack as well, almost double, more than double. Not a good night in net there for the Whalers. What is that shooting percentage? 4 for 5, man.
4 for 5, that would be 80%.
80% shooting. If I'm the Eagles right now, I just tossing pucks on net. That's it, But they lead.
Zero
3-goal lead.
just built different, is what Cryoza just said. And that Golden Seals battalion game, that's going to overtime.
Okay, so Zucchini on there for the Rock for Toronto. That was Zook is the actual gamer tag on there. He's got the 2 goals. So Quakers in a lot of trouble here against the Rockies. Just killed off, got one of their guys back on the ice, but I think they just
First
took another penalty.
killed off on the game, so
I think they just took another
and
one.
they got
out.
another penalty.
So back in the box,
And the Mighty Ducks score 4-2. They're running away with this game now.
Yeah, the Ducks definitely have come on live here, and like I said, I think the power plays really has changed this game around. Those penalties taken by the North Stars just changed the whole momentum, the whole game here.
I think that first goal to make it 1 for 3 in the power play definitely gave them a momentum boost, which is why they're up 4-2 now.
And the bleeding continues here.
Rockies score 5-1
for the Rockies. And that's another power play guy. I think that's their third already. That's Copa Ape with the goal. As they lead 5-1. And that's the thing. You're
And the
down.
Eagles score.
Big Daddy.
Might be a hattie for somebody. Yeah, Big Daddy with a hattie.
So wow, so he's got 3. Caulfield has 2. But the wager on the board right now is not Big Daddy. It's Caulfield. So we'll see. We'll see if he gets it. He's still got 12:40 remaining there in the third period. And as soon as that one does come off the
Remaining for the
board,
Rockies Quakers game.
Big Daddy, that's Big D, right? Big D, I believe, for the Eagles. So he's got the hat trick.
I believe so.
And we got an overtime game here. Toronto and Seals. How about that?
And the Whalers finally get one back. Make that 5-2.
Yeah, it's Heisman Award with the goal on that. But not much time remaining there. We're in the third period, almost coming up to the midway point. They still need 3 here. They really put themselves in a big hole here against the Eagles. I expected a much closer game here between these two, but the Eagles came up with a big scoring spree here against the Whalers, and they got 10 minutes here to try to hold this 3-goal lead. Still waiting on an overtime winner.
Ahead on the power play, being down by 2 goals. They need to score 2 in order to get back in this game. Maybe force overtime.
Yeah, I got a question here for you. What do you think?
Or
Who's winning? Who's
beautiful.
winning the overtime game there between the Seals and Rockies? And who do you think is scoring the OT winner?
Seals and Rockies? You mean the Seal and the Battalion?
Battalion. Yeah. Toronto and Seals.
And the Whalers score again.
Wow, they're definitely
The
making this
Rockies will
into
take
game.
the game for against the Quakers. I do think the Seals have a good, decent chance, but the Battalion are just too strong.
So see, we're still waiting on the winner. North Stars have made this into a game, so I thought this one was over here after the Ducks rallied, getting 3 consecutive goals. North Stars have tied it, but forget a comeback here because the Ducks respond right back to a 2-goal lead here.
They didn't tie it. They got one back.
Did that
Just got
Quakers
one back.
one end, or was there a disconnect?
Yeah, the Quakers won, and
was fun.
6-1 win for the Rockies.
6-1.
And the Eagles score. Who is it? It's Ironside with the goal.
So it's not, and that's Caulfield.
And
actually
another
got the
goal
assist.
for the Mighty Ducks.
That's Buda Baker with the goal there for the Eagles.
Nasty time with the goal unassisted for the Mighty Ducks.
And he's having a tremendous night here for the Ducks. And even in that loss in game 1 at the 8:15.
A delayed penalty against the Battalion. This could cost them.
Here we go. Big opportunity in overtime here for the Seals to try to end this one. They weren't able to capitalize on their first power play to get another chance here in overtime to try to end this game against Toronto. It has been a battle here tonight, back and forth game. See a couple lead changes, a couple ties. Next goal will win it. But you know what? They take a penalty back. So we're going to get 4-on-4 hockey, and you got to love this camera angle here, huh?
Yep.
He's got to take more penalties.
And the Eagles will go on the power play against the Whalers. Caulfield could score here.
We got a broadcast cam here,
Yeah,
brought you by the Seals. Awesome. You know what? I wish.
And they score.
I wish EA had
They score.
had like spectator mode and stuff, so you could do that. You could just go in the game and just stream
And
it.
also the Mighty Ducks score. Ironside with his second goal. And who scored for the Mighty Ducks?
Wow, so Buda Baker again. That's his second. Everybody's scoring in that.
And they scored.
Eagles game.
That's
besides
the
Caulfield.
game. Let's go. Golden Seals win it.
So we do have an overtime
Four.
win, and it's going to go to the Seals. I think that still was on the power play, and that's Violent Fury, who's also up there in the leaderboards here this season. And, right behind Stutzel in the rankings. And it's a big goal, big overtime win for the Seals, who are the number 1 ranked team here this season. And looks like they're gonna. I think they may be able to finalize that here after tonight. They did win their 8:15 game because I think I believe they were like 6 points ahead when this night started. So maybe able to lock that number 1 spot. Man, you talk about goals.
Maybe. And the Eagles score again. They are absolutely being
unstoppable,
ruthless. And was that Caulfield that scored?
It was.
It is indeed. He gets the hat trick.
Finally, he made us wait until last on here, but he gets it. So let me
Suspense.
let me clear that one through.
Give me those 60 points, baby.
He does get it. So anybody voted yes? We'll be collecting the points there. Ducks able to hold off Minnesota there. 7-3 is the final. Look at that. Dank over there with 3 goals, 0 assists for the Seals in that win. 5-4 win.
11 shots on net for the North Stars and 23 shots on net for the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, Ducks definitely outshot, and like I said, also when you're given the power play chance there, when you're on the PK, it's tough to get shots. But what a rally and just a huge third period. I think they put like 3 or 4 goals in that third period. Final seconds here in this one. 8 seconds remains. And how impressive have the
Cleared down.
Eagles been here tonight over the Whalers? Not much of a contest here.
8-3.
8-3 is your final. 8 goals on 11 shots. I mean that's crazy. That is crazy. 8. So
Is a 72 goal. That's a 72%.
yeah, things got to get
So-
better there. For the Whalers, the defense needs to tighten up. Goaltending needs to get better, but you can't be giving up 8 goals on 11 shots. That just can't happen, especially this late in the season. Heading into the playoffs, that would definitely be a concern in my eyes. But we'll see. So that does it here for the 9 o'clock games. I'll see what streams we get for the 9:45. Let me bring up the schedule. So it looks like 9:45. We got Whalers Battalion. And I think we're gonna get that one still because I do have if that Battalion stream stays on. If not, we also have Quakers and Eagles, North Stars and Rockies, and also Thrashers and the Golden Seals. Set there for 9:45.
And Seals coming off a good win, so the Thrashers might be in trouble. Who knows?
Yeah. Listen, Thrashers playing good, but last week there were so many games where they couldn't finish the games. They lost a couple overtime games, a couple 1-goal games on there. So they've been in the games. They just haven't been able to finish. We'll see if they able to do that here tonight against the #1 Seals, who just came off that overtime win. We'll pull up the standings here so you guys could take a look at it. So basically, with that win, the Seals now will be at 72 points. They won both of their games here tonight. Whalers take a loss there, so that helps Anaheim. With that loss there, Anaheim,
Anaheim's moving up.
will still be within 1 point because they did lose to them earlier. So Whalers will be at 63 points. Ducks will be at 62. Coming to the third games here scheduled for tonight. Toronto did lose, but they did get that overtime, so they do get a point. So they'll be at 59. I don't know if they won their first game here tonight. And then the Eagles, that definitely helps them. I believe that's going to put them over the Thrashers. So the Thrashers here is a very important game here against the Seals for them, especially with the Eagles chasing them right behind them. So I'm going to take a look here. I'll check the Discord to see what streams we have. It looks like we're still going to get the Quakers because that stream's still on. So the Quakers game, basically that's the against the Battalion. So we have that one. That's
So the game one scores I see right now, they are in game scores. Apparently it was 5-2 Whalers over the Ducks. 7-1 Eagles over the Battalion, the 3-1 Seals over the Quakers, and 5-3 Thrashers over the Rockies.
Nice. You gotta love the up to date, up to the minute, updates here. That's where you find right here the multi-stream with all the action, all the goals, everything that's happening on here. This is where to be, and it's great because you don't have to pull up all these different Twitch streams. You're getting it all on one. Have the chat all in one, and that's the whole concept to have this going here. And I'll be doing this throughout the playoffs as long as the streams are provided. And that's all that determines by the community. Tonight we're getting great response here. We just had a quadruple stream. All 4 of the games played at 9 p.m. were streamed are on here. We'll see if we could do the same here for 9:45. Looks like the Seals stream is staying. Okay, so that one will still be here. Okay, the Whalers stream looks like it's still going to be on, and same thing with the Quakers. Okay, so the one I'm missing
would be
North Stars and I think the Rockies. Or the Eagles. No, Eagles, Quakers we have. Whalers Battalion we have. Thrasher Seals. Yeah, North Stars and Rockies. Ah, you know what? We have the North Stars. Then we got all four again. Right?
believe so.
Wow. So that all worked out great. Nice. You gotta, you know, you gotta love to see it here. You know, first night here of the GCHL as we advertised. I did do a couple of trial runs before this on there, but we really didn't post a link, so a lot of guys didn't know about it. But it was just for me to get familiar with some of the players here, some of the guys, and see if it works. But tonight's been great so far here. Thanks for everybody tuning in here. We have the 9:45 games coming up, and we're gonna have all four. And the boot's open as well. Anybody wants to hop in, join in on here? We got that open here all night as well. Did we get anybody here? Who's in here?
Knight Rider.
What's going on, Knight Rider? How you?
He's muted.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, you got your mic there on mute. Just make sure when you guys do come in the settings of the Discord that you have the your audio on there enabled or that it's on the mic. Whether you're coming in through the phone. Yeah. What's going on, Ryder? How you?
Good, you?
Good. What do you think about the live streams here tonight? Going on.
Good.
So what team you play for? You're playing here this season?
I don't know.
You don't know.
According to his rules, he is inactive, so that would be a no.
Okay.
Unless he was on the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Okay, which have had a rough season here this season. Unfortunately, there's always that
I'm
last.
sure they folded.
There's always that last place team. Yeah, it's something. I mean, you don't like to see. I mean, you definitely don't want to see that happen. But unfortunately, it did. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Droid, you got any questions here for Mr. Knight Rider?
No.
And once again, it's multi-stream action here of the GCHL. 9:45 games will be kicking off here shortly, and we have all four here again, which is great. I want to thank the guys streaming here. First of all, on the North Stars there, the Quakers stream, the Whalers as well as the Seals. Because without these streams, without the Twitch, we would not be able to have this type of broadcast here. So I just want to thank everybody in providing that. And as long as you guys do the same for the playoffs, I'll be here for every night of the playoffs here this season, which should be exciting. Should be an exciting time.
Are you live on Twitch?
It is live, sir. Yes, sir. It looks like the game should be starting off shortly. We've got everybody there readied up on the Seals as well as on the North Stars, just waiting on their opponents.
Who's playing?
Well, what we have here, let me pull up the schedule. So we got Whalers and Battalion. Quakers against the Eagles.
Quakers, Eagles, North Stars, Rockies, and then Thrashers and Golden Seals.
What league is it for? This league?
Wait, what week this is? Final week.
No, I said like league. League, I meant.
This is the GCHL, my friend.
Whoopsies.
Says it right on the Discord.
Yeah.
See.
Oh, I know people on this team. Ooh,
Dude, like the North Stars Rockies game is about to start up, huh? That the Quakers and the Whalers are waiting for some people.
Yeah, the Rockies, the Colorado Rockies, right there. Big impressive win there against the Quakers just moments ago. Um, North Stars battled
North
out. I
Stars
mean,
taking.
they did battle against
Yeah.
the Ducks, but then at the end, they just fell apart. Um, so that's one. That one's kicking off.
Yeah, who's-
Whalers just winning on one more guy over there. It's still early. It's only 9:40 here, but this one's kicking off. We're getting early one started. And what I'll do, if it comes down to there's like one more game or one last game, I'll switch it back to a duo or the big screen. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that now until the other games start. So we'll get this one on the full screen. Yeah, I'll put the full screen. And once the other ones do kick off, I'll bring it back to the quad. Right now, they're still in the dressing room, so you guys ain't missing anything. There we go. Opening face-off on the way here. 9:45 games. It's the Rockies against the North Stars. And I talked about this North Stars team. Like I said, look, they're ranked ninth, in the standings on there. But, they're still showing up here to play, finishing the season here. And played pretty decent there last game. For the most part, until some costly penalties late in that game, and then the Ducks just exploded there in the third period. And as soon as the other ones kick off, like I said, I will bring it back for the multi-stream. Joy, do you got any good wager here? Who scores first or over under? Or anything here on this game, this particular game here for the Rockies? How about over under goals in the first period? Or first two periods. Do something quick so then we could we could toss another wager on the other games.
I'm pretty sure that this North Stars and Rockies game is gonna be close. Put a wager on whether let's just say who will score first for now. We'll get the first goal because it's still a 0-0 game.
All right, we'll do that. I'm gonna put it up for a minute on there. Wager is up on the board. So if you do want to wager, pick a side there. Put the number of points. Ooh, actually, North Stars just score. Okay. You know what? I'll put it on there. If you're watching the show on there, I'll give you the easy points on there. Why not? Why not on there? Caulfield with the goal, Glass with the assist. So the North Stars. And just as the last game, they got off to a good start. Last game, against the Ducks, just weren't able to finish it. And here again, against the Rockies, they take the early 1-0 lead.
Seems like the Quakers might be searching here in a second. Yep, they did. Probably should just do dual stream with the Quakers game until the other ones.
How many viewers do you have?
Yeah, you know what? They're already up on there, but yeah, the Quakers one should be coming on shortly.
Delayed penalty against the Rockies.
Yes.
Very costly.
So not a good start here for the Rockies after such a great win just moments ago. Here down 1-0, and they're gonna be shorthanded here coming up at the 7:10 mark of the first period. You know what? I want to put the quad. You know what? Because it doesn't really matter. Because the way I have it split up on here, it's going to be the same size. So.
All right. So the Eagles are having to use a club from another league, the VCHL Montreal Canadiens, against the Quakers. I guess the guy that was in the club in the original lineup in the first game lineup is on the second game. So
But it's the right team though, right? I don't want to get
yeah, the Montreal Canadiens are the St. Louis.
okay, okay.
St. Louis.
As long as that, and that's fine.
As you cannot get a game off. Can't get a warm-up game off considering the fact that it's 8:45. It is 8:45 Central, 9:45 Eastern, which means game should be on by now.
And the Quakers scoring first, and that's Viz unassisted. Talk about a puck hot.
It might be
on
looking
there,
good for the
unassisted
Quakers.
goal.
Not very often do they score first, so
No, but they do here. Maybe
Getting
it's the,
some
maybe
type-
it's the Montreal jerseys that's screwing things up there. You know, sometimes you're
Rockies score. I believe that ties it up 1-1, and seems like the Thrashers will be using a different team again.
And that's Koba 8
Second
with the goal for the Rockies. And he had a phenomenal season here this season for the GCHL. Final seconds remains there.
Keep it. Ooh, they might be having an error here over in the Thrashers Golden Seals game.
So is that one done? Or
No, it's not done. I guess there was probably like a
Okay.
lineup
or
error
reconnect?
where somebody disconnected.
Okay.
Somebody disconnected or had to go.
Which is fine because that
So-
actually works out for the stream because then I'll get it over. That'll probably be our late game, late start.
Keep in mind, Dowdy is in for Acabakes.
There we go.
I just looked in lineups for the Eagles.
So the Eagles making
2-1 Rock.
some last minute changes there for the Eagles. Last minute jersey changes as well. Down 1-0 over the Quakers. Early on though, in the first period.
Still got plenty of breathing room left. Get this one back.
So at the end of the first, the Rockies going to the locker room there, up 2-1 over the North Stars. Heading on to period number 2, and yeah, it looks like the Seals back in the dressing room on there, so that one should be being matched up here shortly. Whalers still also waiting on theirs for the other matchup, but it's still it's still
they're
early.
probably waiting on their
Yeah,
defender.
but you know what? It's still early because these two actually started off pretty early. They went right into it here before 9:45, so it's only 9:48, so it's not like it's late, you know. Well, at least they have all their guys in the dressing room, so it should be starting off soon. And once again, just want to remind everybody, my name is Mr. Hollywood here, bringing you guys the live multi-stream. All the games being streamed here, basically tonight. You see them right here on one screen for the regular season. And I'm hoping to do this as well for the playoffs. Of all the playoff action, every round on the stream. Lake George Mariners. So what is it?
That would be the Thrashers.
So it's because like they can't connect, so they're try to use different clubs. Is that what it is, or what?
I think I could ask James or whoever, or I could ask Vivop because he is technically my GM.
Yeah, or possibly maybe
And
the guy
names
that
are-
runs the club has connection issues with somebody else. is
Or
hosting it.
nobody is in the club. That is also another thing you could take into account.
So it's gonna be kind of hard. I gotta write this down. I'm gonna lose track. So
And the The
Glitch over
Whalers
there.
game is starting.
Glitch over there. I know that's Toronto. That's the battalion.
It's a battalion.
Yeah. And right now, those Montreal jerseys are not working it, man. Against the Quakers, they're down 1-0. Late in the first, and
I
make
mean,
that.
VCHL Montreal. Actually, VCHL Montreal was Mint's team this season of the VCHL.
And the Quakers are actually going to take a 2-0 lead now. 2-0.
That's surprising.
And he split through both of those defenders. Didn't get the goal, but then the rebound happened, and the Quakers 2-0 now. 3:35 mark.
Can I tell you a little story about something that happened between me and Mint?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean,
It
we're
wasn't
here.
like beef. It wasn't beef, so it's fine.
I mean, we're here live. We got time. We got it here all night, right? Yeah, go ahead. So what's up?
So in the VCHL, I was Cryoza, who's in the chat, knows what I'm about to talk about. So in the VCHL, I was owning a team called the VCHL New Jersey Devils. Cryoza was my captain. I had a GM lined up and everything. We were ready for the season. But before the season ended, I decided to, because Mint was my AGM at the time, I decided to hand him over the entire Discord, the team, because I was just done, and said, all right, we're going to make this a better team than what Droid did. And our record wasn't the best, but it wasn't dead last at least.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the season, the New Jersey Devils ended up being last, and I ended up getting traded to the Vancouver Canucks, who actually made the playoffs. So I was laughing over there in Vancouver after giving up my team. And that is actually a true story. I was a kid tell you that
Wow.
that actually happened.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's interesting, man. That's interesting. Then we have a disconnect here. Where one of the screens froze. That's the Quakers. So at the end of it was 2-0 for the Quakers at the end of the first. So they're gonna need to restart that.
It's definitely not a forfeit. I can tell you that.
Hoagie and Viz scoring. And look
because-
at they're out shooting them as well. 8-2 shots on net in favor for the Quakers.
Cryoza just said worst owner ever. I don't know if he's talking about me or Mint, but I'm predicting he's talking about me because he loves to shit talk me. Yeah, he said JK. He's definitely talking about me.
And we got an interesting game here. The
Battalion scores.
Rockies led 2-1. North Stars ended up tying it up, but then Koba 8 moments ago scored again to give the Rockies
The Thrashers
lead.
are up 2-0 on the Seals, and the Battalion are up 2-0 on Whalers.
And this is big. Should the Thrashers be able to try to hold this lead, because especially with the Eagles winning.
Another goal for the Golden Seals, making it 2-1. This might be a little bit of deja vu. Remember that the Seals were down 2-1 after the first
2-0.
period. So if it stays 2-1,
They were actually down 2-0
deja vu.
against the Rockies as well. Yeah. So, and remember that game, they ended up coming back and winning in overtime. I believe 5-4 was the final. And then here too,
Yeah,
they're down
5-4.
2-0.
I have it written down over here.
2-0 here against the Thrashers, but now making a 1-goal game. So, and that's the thing. I mean, with this Seals team, they could score. They could score quickly. I mean, that's why they're number 1 right now in the standings. So it's never over, especially against that team. We got a penalty shot coming up here for the North Stars.
Oh, penalty shot. That is rarely seen in sixes.
And it looks like
A save by the Rockies goaltender.
the goalie wins that one.
And the Whalers tie it up. It's 2-2.
And that was a great chance for the North Stars to try to tie this game up, but unfortunately unable to convert on that. Heisman Award, getting the Whalers on the board. 1-goal game.
If I'm correct,
So all
the Whalers
1-goal
took a
games
tough
right now
loss
going
to
on.
the Eagles last game.
I'm sorry.
If I'm
What?
correct, the Whalers. If I'm correct, the Whalers took a tough loss to the Eagles.
Yes,
last
they did.
game.
Yes, they did.
So if they tie this up, that can definitely be some momentum here, and they could possibly still win this game. especially with the battalion being, I believe, the number 2 team currently. And the Seals tie it up to 2.
So that Thrashers lead has vanished here. Back-to-back goals by the Seals have now made this a 2-2 game, just like that. Rockies still up 3-2. Final seconds of the second period. Quakers still waiting to restart on that. Remember, they're up
And
2-0.
the battalion score.
And man, this
That
battalion
should make
team,
it 3-1.
Zook again scoring, Cherry with the assist. And heading into the playoffs, this Toronto team, man, looks real good as they just score again. Could come right off the face of, come right back. 2 back-to-back goals. Just when the Whalers, you thought, were coming back to try to make this a game. Toronto has now taken a 3-goal lead here, and I think they're calling timeout, rightfully so, for the Whalers. Not a good night here for the Whalers. Definitely not a good start here. Last game too, had some trouble there against the Eagles, and
This is the last game of the season before playoffs, so definitely a lot of pressure going to this.
And that's Mario with the goal for Toronto, 4-1 with
3-2 Rockies after the second period, going into the third.
Yeah, it'll be a big third
Do you
period
think
coming
the
up
North
for those
Stars can
teams.
possibly win this game still?
They have a chance. I mean, they had a great opportunity on that penalty shot. Had they capitalized on that, it'd been a tight game. But 1 goal, not bad. You're still in the game there. Look at a number 9th ranked team fighting here in the third period, still in it.
And the Whalers scored to make it a 1-goal game, so we're seeing a lot of tight. Not 1 goal, 2 goal.
We got
My bad.
6
A lot
goals.
of close games getting in.
What, 6 goals in just the first period of that game. Man. You know what? I think that's a good time for another. Let me do another prediction. I'm going to clear the other one on there. What do you put as an over-under in that game? The total goals for both teams. You think 10? 10 is too much or no? 10 and a half?
10, I think, is way too much. I say like 9. I'd say 9, definitely.
Do 9. I'm gonna do. You know what? I'm gonna do 9.5, so we don't get no ties. I don't like draws. So they gotta score 10 goals, both teams. Right now they already got 6 in just the first period. All right. So let me. I'll let you guys know when the wager will be over under total goals.
And the North Stars now do make it a 1-goal game against the Rockies, 3-4.
And the wager is up on this. So on the board, it's 9.5 goals. So they got to score 10 goals in that game on the top left of your screen. Whalers and Toronto.
And the Seals will score that lets them take the lead over the Thrashers.
Man, a lot of goals happening here, back to back, and this. A lot of goals in that game as well.
We're still waiting on the Quakers.
For the Quakers.
If I believe if St. Louis does not hurry up, there might be a forfeit.
Yeah. Well, they're down 2-0 on top of that in that game, so.
And if I'm correct, Mintz usually says it doesn't matter if it's a forfeit, all goals will count. So
Okay. So Viz will count on there. But it looks like they have the team is ready, so we're gonna get. And remember, only 2 periods left remains in that one. The Quakers do have a 2-0 lead.
there's 2 1-goal games and a 1 2-goal games.
Wow, somebody put a lot of
1-2
points
goal
on the under here in that game. Okay, a lot of confidence in there. Remember, over under is 9.5.
That is not me, by the way.
Whalers,
Actually,
Toronto. So We'll see. We'll see what happens. The more points, the way that works as well, the more points you wager. Plus, if a lot of people, let's say, wager the opposite on the other end, that also determines how much you'll win on the wagers. So there's a little bit formula stuff in that goes in that process. But man, what about this?
And
North
oh wait,
Stars tying this game up here late in the third. We're at the 10-minute mark, and it's a
they
dogfight
definitely
here.
have a chance
4 to
to
4.
take it over the Rockies. Before.
So the number 9th ranked North Stars here, playing.
Should have done over under for the bottom right game. Jeez.
That one has a lot of goals. Yeah, right, right. Or
It seems like that
you think we're gonna,
that Quakers Eagles game is restarting that right now.
and that was RBK just moments ago that scored there for the North Stars to tie that game up. What do you think, man? You think this one's gonna end in regulation, or you think we're gonna get some overtime in that North Stars?
I don't know, but the Seals are now running away with the game. Thrashers are not looking good over there.
No, they're
Up
not.
2-1, and then now they're choking.
Yeah, I mean,
Rockies break the tie.
Thrashers had a 2-0 lead in that one, but ever since it's been all Seals. Rockies just retake the lead here against the North Stars. 6.5 minutes to go in the third period. Quakers on their way here, restart. And Quakers do get a power play here. Penalty had to be taken because of the, I believe the disconnect or the
Lag
delay
outs.
restart. Yes, the lag out. Where Quakers lead it 2-0 in that game. So a couple of close games here. We got 2-goal games happening on the top, a 1-goal game on the bottom. Still anybody's game, still a lot of hockey here. Final minute of the power play for the Quakers. We're trying to extend this lead. I think if they take a 3-0 lead, man, that'll be huge for Philadelphia. There's a shot
Absolutely.
on that. But a save.
As
We'll
the
get a face
as the
off
Eagles, let's see.
with 15
If
seconds
I'm
remaining.
correct, the Eagles have won 2 out of their 3 games today.
Yeah, and the one at
And that is
the
correct. They won 7-1 against the Battalion, and then they won
Wow.
and won 7. Then they won 8-3 against the Whalers, but they're down 2-0 against the Quakers.
That just shows you any night, any given night on here could happen, and that's crazy.
Rockies,
I mean, when you beat a battalion
Rockies will
team like
score.
that, and then the way they looked against we didn't have a stream on that one, but the one that we did see, they looked very impressive. But then here are struggling against this Quakers team. So whatever the Quakers are doing, I don't know, figured stuff out here. It's definitely working here in this late game, the 9:45 games. And the Rockies, just when North Stars tied this game up, here we go, 3 goals in a row, and that's gonna ice it there. That's pretty much the nail in the coffin. That's Koba Ape, who's got 5 goals. He scored 5 of the 7 Rockies goals here. So no comeback in this one, no upset here. As the Rockies, just 35 seconds remains in the third period.
but the North Stars could definitely cushion the blow a bit.
And this is a
Making
huge
sure it's
goal.
not too bad of a loss. Oh, 3-0 Quakers.
That's huge. That's huge. Because 2
Goaltender
goals
is
is still
playing
manageable. But
very good.
when you're down 3, I don't know, man. I don't think they're able to come back here on this
Well, the
one.
North Stars will score, but I mean, I did say they gotta cushion the blow a bit, make a 2-goal game instead of a 3-goal. So I guess they kind of did take my advice there, making it 7-5 Rockies. But I don't think they could make a comeback unless they score on their next two shots.
Yeah, no, you need almost a miracle happen there. But nonetheless, I mean, I give it to the North Stars. Like I said, they battled this top team here, the Rockies. You know, one of the
Definitely. And the Whalers will score up there in the top left. And that'll make it 4-3. Very close. Very close.
also, you know, and with the Quakers,
Rockies win it.
with the Quakers
5.
up 3-0 in this game, and especially the way that Clamps is playing in net there for the Quakers, I don't see them blowing this lead here. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
They find a way. If they found a way, that might be that might cost them a lot. And I have just got notice that the Sunday, July 11th game, Thrashers Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Ducks indeed did not win. The Thrashers won 3-2.
Okay. Okay. Shout out to whoever provided the update there. Appreciate it here on the show.
That would be Mr. Samson.
Who's just been
That,
a beast in
provided
that
that.
here this season, man. He's been playing tremendous. Look at the final tally there. Look at Koba 8, 5 goals, 2 assists. He had a point on every Rockies goal here tonight. 7 points here for him tonight. You can't ask him to do anything more than that. And that's why he's up there in the stat. I mean, you check the leaderboards. The man's up there and a big part of this Rockies team. So I'm gonna take that one
Now,
off.
if I'm correct,
that
the
one.
3-goal lead against the Thrashers, I think the Seals have won this one.
Ooh,
Unless the
apologize.
Thrashers could pull off a miracle period in the third, they have this. The Seals have this in the bag.
Bring it back to the triple stream because the one game is done. Close that one out. We're down to our 3 games here left. And once again, I want to thank everybody streaming here tonight, providing this. Because without that, we would not have a show here tonight. And it was great. We had quadruple stream, 9 p.m. as well as the 9:45 games. We also had a couple games there for the 8:15. And if we do that,
It's like the battalion are on the power play.
yeah, now you know what? But the Whalers made that into a game. I'm surprised they have come back there, made this a 1-goal game. If they could kill off this PK here, only down 1. They got a whole period here. Oh, as you see, a huge hit delivered on the Rockies. 15 seconds remains on the man advantage. And the Whalers able to get it out of the zone, kill that off, back even, 5-on-5 hockey. Man, and the Thrashers in this game, I mean, had a great start. Came off right off 2 quick goals against the Seals, but it's been the Seals all since. 5 goals, 2 power play goals, and have really taken over this game. And that's why they sit at the number 1 spot of the standings.
Definitely.
Heading into period number 3. I mean, they got to be the hands-on favorites here this season. What do you think? Who do you think? Or do you think any of the other teams... playoffs right now. Who would you pick as the overall winner? You think it's the Seals are the number 1 as we see them on paper, or you think one of the other teams? I know
think
you
definitely
don't
the
want to be
Battalion
too
are
biased.
strong.
You know, I know you play for a team here and
Yeah.
stuff. So I mean, but let's take your team out of the equation. All right, let's say your team's not.
Yeah,
in the
I can definitely say that maybe unless we change something our strategies, we can make it far. But I think the Seals are definitely going to make the finals this season. Definitely.
Or how about this?
As
How
I
about
say
this?
that,
Which
if the Thrashers score,
which team do you think gives you guys the toughest battles? You know, on here in the play, a team that you don't want to face in the postseason here.
going to eliminate the Seals out of the question, and I'm gonna say the Whalers are definitely gonna be tough. Definitely gonna be tough. As you can see, they're battling pretty hard against the battalion, so that's definitely telling me that they're gonna bring a fight if we face them in the playoffs.
I mean, coming in here tonight, the Whalers ranked number 2, I believe, was in the standings. Although they've been quite struggling here tonight, I must say. They find themselves down here in this game up against a very talented Toronto team who's got so many weapons on that team. You know,
But it is only a 1-goal game, so they could still get this.
they do have plenty of time here. Just midway point of the 3rd period. Whalers have cut the deficit down to 1. Remember, Rockies did have a 2-goal lead. But they still need one more to try to tie this game up. As you see, a great defensive poke to prevent that shot. Thrashers able to cut their deficit down to 2. They just scored to start period number 3, but they still got 2 more goals there against the number 1 Seals. But talk about a upset. Talk about an impressive performance here.
4-0.
What about this Quakers team, man? Emery again scoring.
They're definitely surprising me, especially after that tough, very, very tough loss. 5-goal deficit against the Rockies. They're definitely showing their true colors against the St. Louis Eagles, who dominated the first 2 teams they played tonight, but have been struggling in this 3rd game, definitely.
And you know what? I mean, wow, as I speak here, Thrashers score again. So this one's not over. I thought that the Seals are going to have an easy night here against the Thrashers, but this has now become interesting here. 5-4 game. Back-to-back goals here.
2 1-goal games.
And they got plenty of time. I mean, there's still a lot of time left in that game. 9 minutes remaining here in the 3rd.
Whalers also have not much time, but they still have good breathing room in that clock management.
You know,
as say that, and the Seals score, make it a 2-goal deficit again for the Thrashers, but who knows? The Thrashers might bank it back to cutting it to a 1-goal and maybe even tying it. You don't know.
Moments ago, I just want to give a shout out for the Thrasher. That was Master Havlet with the goal. I gave him that 4th goal, but Seals did respond. So it's back to a 2-goal lead. But this Quakers team, man, not only are they up, remember, it's 4-0. There was a restart in that game. This is period number 3.
Yes.
And right now, are also holding a shutout. It's a shutout right now. 4-0.
If I'm correct, Clamps is in net, right?
You know? And you know what? What I'm going to do, because the one here, the prediction here is going to be almost over, down that over-under. And looks like the under is going to hit here. And remember, this game started, what was it, like 4-2 in the first period? They only scored 1 goal after, right? In that Toronto Battalion?
Yep. Definitely should have picked Minnesota, Colorado, because it was the earlier game.
But you know what? No, on that one... No, even if Whalers score a force in overtime, it's still not going to go over 9.5. It'll be only 9. So I'm gonna clear that one. Under's gonna win it. I want to put a wager here. On the Quakers, not to win. I know they're up 4-0 on here, but I want to put. Do you think will Quakers hold a shutout? With Clamps in there, is he gonna hold a shutout?
I mean, Clamps is a very solid goaltender, I can tell you that much.
So remember, it's not to win or lose. I'm going to put it up for a minute. Right now, he's got about, 9 minutes remaining. It's the 3rd period. There was a restart. So the wager on the board on there. Will the Quakers
if I'm correct, it seems like the Battalion will win this unless they score off the face-off. And the Battalion will win that game. 4-3, very close game, very close game.
They do great effort there. Whalers rallying back, but come out a bit short here tonight. 4-3 is the final, so Battalion getting the win.
As we go to the 2 screen, if I'm correct, right? Because that is the end.
We're gonna be on the 2. So let me change this up.
Ooh, 2 Quaker streams. That's interesting.
Ooh.
The action.
Let me switch that up. There we go. So down to our 2. We started with 4. We had 4 here, 9 o'clock and 9:45. And right now, Clamps has just coming up to the 5.5 mark. Can he hold a shutout? Can he shut this team out? And listen, these jerseys are definitely not working out. I don't think they're going to wear these Montreal jerseys after tonight. Because, is it a jinx on them? We'll see.
I mean, I think it was jinx because the Montreal Canadiens just, in the VCHL, just lost the series to the Calgary Flames of the VCHL, so
they might have had that
That might
negativity
have
on
cost
them.
them.
That karma might have still been there.
A little bit
But
of
listen,
chirping from Cryoza in the chats,
but listen,
saying
I don't
more
want
season
to.
one for Clamps than your whole Tendy career, Druid.
I don't want to take credit away here. Quakers have been playing some good hockey here in this game,
Definitely.
and Clamps has been tremendous in net here. As we see a shot on net, puck still loose. He's got about a minute and a half now left. Can he hold a shutout here? As we get a faceoff with 1:08 remaining. Remember the wager on the board right now. Will he hold the shutout here tonight? Final seconds over there in that Seals game, and looks like Seals should be able to hold that off 6-4. High scoring game there. Thrashers did rally back, but that late goal there by the Seals pretty much put this one in the bag here. And Seals, another perfect night here. Will be able to capture 6 points to improve their standings. And I don't know if with that win, I don't know if that maybe clinches their first spot. Because is there enough games? Because there's only
And Clamps has the shutout for the Quakers. That is amazing. That is amazing.
and you know what? I think
Amazing
I think
performance
this
by
clinches
Clamps.
the Seals the number one spot. Not just the playoffs, but the number one spot here. I think with this win, we got 2 goals, 3 assists there. Violent Fury, another guy that's tremendous. As far as point wise, he's right there, right with number 2 for the season, and 5 points here tonight in this win.
Let me just point out to Cryoza, Clamps is definitely a better goaltender than me. I can tell you that much. As this is literally my first season here. I believe he's talking about over all the leagues I've been in. And I'm just definitely gonna say I only have 2 shutouts, and I'm guaranteeing Clamps has more than 2 shutouts.
Skunk with both of the goals in the after that restart there. So 4-0 Quakers. He had 8 saves there. I don't know how much saves he had before the disconnect though. So that Quakers defense played pretty solid as well. I got to give that to them here, and it's a good way to to end the season. We got one more night left, heading into the playoffs. That's the type of wins you need. You need wins like that to help your team. Let me actually pull up the standings here. Because you want to get those type of wins heading into the postseason. Get that momentum, coming in here, and never know. I mean, listen, if they're able to pull a big upset win like that, as it looks like right now, it's possibly going to be Quakers and Seals round 1. Because Quakers took all 6 points here tonight, so that put them at the 74 points, and I don't think anybody's able to catch that at this point with only 3 games remaining in the regular season, even if Whalers win
74.
all 3. So I think they have clinched the number 1 spot here after tonight. But the other ones, from rank 2 through the other ones, are all like one difference. So those are still going to be up for grabs. There's still going to be movement available. And that all goes down Thursday night. This Thursday, we'll get the final games there. And then we'll have all the seedings. We'll get the playoff brackets updated. Hey, I want to thank Droid here coming on the show, man. I appreciate it, helping me out here with the commentary. As always, you're always welcome to come.
I'm definitely gonna probably be here the next time you do this, man, because I actually love this. This brings back memories from when I used to do stuff like this, man.
Nice, I appreciate it. And listen, and anybody else that wants to come in, and also if guys want to come in, either pre-game, post-game, we could always do post-game interviews on here as well, especially after the series, the best of 7 series next week. If guys want to join the booth here, you're more than welcome. Simple. All you got to do is go into the audio channel of the Discord. We'll have more predictions, more polls. Hope you guys like those as well. And remember, game points. All you got to do is watch the streams, hit the follow, and wagers. You could win a lot or you could lose a lot, depending which avenue you take. Let me clear. You know what? I didn't clear that bet. He did hold a shutout 4-0 before I close out on here. So let everybody get their points. All right. right, and that's gonna do it here for this live stream. Unfortunately, I have something coming up this Thursday. I will not be home, so I won't be able to do the stream for Thursday. But I'm here all 3 nights when the playoffs start. Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday night. I'll be here all week for that. Good luck to all the teams competing here this season, GCHL, and see you guys next Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. Droid, as always, thank you. Any final words before we close out?
Well, I guess I just gotta say this. Cryoza, you're a bitch.
There we go. There we go.
I'm saying that as he's spamming advice, so I'm gonna leave.
Have a good night, everybody.